Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is episode 6 of my Nest With Me series. This is the last one before our baby girl arrives. I did say in the first episode, I think, that I was going to do 8 videos, but I did also say don't hold me to that. The other 2 videos I am not going to be doing anymore. One of them was going to be us cleaning our cars, ready for baby girl to be in there, putting the car seats in, practicing how to use the stroller and the carrier. But the reason I'm not doing that now is because I'm having a C-section. I won't be able to drive for 6 weeks. You're not actually allowed to drive for 6 weeks. Your insurance doesn't cover you. So if in those 6 weeks you decide to risk it and you end up getting in a car accident, your insurance will not cover you because you shouldn't have been driving. So I will not be driving for 6 weeks. So there seemed to be like no point cleaning it. We already have the car seats in there and we have already practiced how to use the doona. We've already practiced how to use the sling and the carrier. So didn't need to do that video. And then the other video was just going to be us spending time together for our last weekend, the 2 of us. But I didn't end up filming it because we didn't even do that much. On Saturday morning, I cleaned inside the microwave, cleaned inside the fridge. We hired a Rug Doctor carpet cleaning machine from Asda and cleaned the carpet. I'll go into that a little bit more in a sec. We went to a fete at the local school, but I didn't want to film other people's children. We came home and had a barbecue, just the 2 of us. We invited other people, but they were all busy bees. So we literally just had a barbecue, the 2 of us. And then on the Sunday morning, I went to Starbucks with a new mum friend. This was our second meet. We were there a couple hours. And then when I came home, me and James went to Asda to do a little food shop. And then we also bathed Poppy, our dog, because she hadn't had a bath since February. Our baby girl's going to be here in like 2 days' time. So it made sense to give her a bath so that she's fresh and clean to meet her baby sister. I did actually film the bath. So I will put that clip in now.
Been to California, never been to LA, so I'll stay home and write these songs, pretend I'll make it someday. Our friends are getting married, they're all settling down, so I'll lay here, watch the ceiling fan go round and round.
I also took videos of James doing the carpet cleaning machine, and I got before and after pictures because in our hallway we had massive stains. It was so embarrassing when people came over, so embarrassing. And it was from when we first got Poppy a year ago. She kept weeing in the hallway, and although she didn't wee that much, it seems that the acidity of her urine like burned into the carpet and then spread. It was absolutely horrendous. And she doesn't wee in the hallway anymore. She doesn't wee on the carpet at all. But we had a professional carpet cleaner tell us that even their machine was not going to get it out. So we weren't really thinking that the Rug Doctor from Asda was going to do anything. It was only £28 for 24-hour hire. It got it all out. So I had to film it and do before and after pictures to show you because we are still absolutely amazed that it got it out. So I'm going to put them in now. So the plan for this video is I actually have 10 things on my to-do list, but I've realised that the first thing I can't even do. It was to sterilise her dummies, her bottles and the newbie rapid cool. But I can't sterilise the bottles yet because apparently the sterilisation only lasts for 24 hours. I don't understand how to sterilise the dummies. I was just going to put them in the Milton cold water steriliser with the bottles. But I don't want to use a whole big steriliser just for dummies. And then I saw online that you can just use the Milton antibacterial wipes, or is that just if you're on the go? I don't know. So I don't really need to do any sterilising. If you are watching this and you are a mum or a mum-to-be and you know how to sterilise dummies, please let me know in the comment section below. The second thing on my to-do list, which we are going to do now, is to run the cleaning cycle on the Tommee Tippee prep machine, because you have to run a cleaning cycle before you can use it. And then I'm going to put it on the bedside because that is where I will use it to make her bottles after the surgery. I am going to do that now. Let's go. Done. It is clean, so I'm going to put it on the bedside now, ready for when our baby girl is home from the hospital. The third thing on my to-do list was to do a big food shop and a meal prep. However, at the baby shower, we were gifted a gift voucher for somewhere called Cook. It's like frozen meals, and there was like £150 on that gift voucher, which was very kind, very generous. So we actually have frozen meals, and we're going to have them this week, next week, and the week after. How we're doing it is we ordered frozen meals that serve 2 people, and we're going to have them Monday to Friday. Then at a weekend we'll have a takeaway, or if I'm feeling up to it, we might eat out. So we got 5 meals for this week, 5 meals for next week, and we still had £46 left on the voucher. So we will then get another 5 meals for a 3rd week. I'll show you the meals that we got. These are the meals that we got. We got chicken, ham and leek pie, lamb casserole with new potatoes, meatballs in a rustic tomato sauce, steak and red wine pie, cottage pie, chicken satay, slow cooked beef ragu pasta, chicken korma, my favourite curry, chili con carne, and then these serve 1 because James wanted fish pie and I'm allergic to fish. So for me, I got spaghetti bolognese for the day that he decides to have the fish. So those are the 10 meals that we've got for this week and next week. And then, as I said, we've still got £46 on the voucher. So then we will get another 5 meals for the 3rd week. The 4th thing on my to-do list was plan childcare. And I know what you might be thinking. You might be thinking, Chelsea, I'm sure you've already done a video on this. She's going to nursery in April 2026. And you would be correct. She is not going to nursery until April 2026, which is when she'll be 11 months old. But what I did do was I bought her backpack. I bought her a personalised mini backpack from My First Years. It is so cute. Look at this. A mini backpack, and it says My First Years because that's where we got it from. It's got her name on it, Freya. This will be her little backpack for nursery. The 5th thing that was on my to-do list was to stock up on cards for the rest of the year. Hear me out. I went onto Etsy, didn't I? I love a bit of Etsy. And I found multi-pack birthday cards and just all of the cards that we will need for the rest of the year, apart from Christmas. I didn't bother with getting Christmas ones. I can do that closer to the time. I got a Father's Day card for my dad. It says, no matter how old a girl gets, she never stops needing her dad. Happy Father's Day. And then for James's first Father's Day, from our baby girl, I want her to do like a handmade card, maybe buy like a blank canvas and she could do like a handprint and then we could keep it. I don't know. I then got a couple of happy anniversary to you both cards because I know my mum and my mum's wife have an anniversary this year, and so does my uncle and auntie. I then got an anniversary card for me and James to each other, because on the 4th of November it will be 8 years together. Oh my gosh. So this one says Happy You and Me Day, and this one says 8 years down, forever to go. And then I got a pack of 5 children's birthday cards. Did I know they were going to be this small? Absolutely not. I didn't know they were going to be this small. And then I also got a few multi-pack birthday cards for everybody else. I am stocked up on cards for the rest of the year. 6th thing on my to-do list was to get a pregnancy journal, and I did. So this is my pregnancy journal that covers from bump to birth. I got it from Blush and Gold, but on a website called Not on the High Street. I've already started to fill it out, and I am very, very excited to complete this. I am going to use an app called La La Lab to get the pictures printed, but instead of having them as pictures, I'm going to have them as photo stickers, because it's like a new product of theirs. I don't have to mess around with glue dots or an actual glue Pritt stick. I can literally just get the photos made into stickers. That is going to make things so much less messy. The 7th thing on my to-do list was a safety check, but I don't think we actually need to do anything, because she's obviously not going to be sitting up, crawling, walking straight away, and by the time she is, we're hoping in the next 6 months we'll be in a 2-bedroom property, like a house. So then we can get plug socket covers, some locks for cupboards. I don't actually think we need to do a safety check right now, but another thing that I've been looking into is a birth announcement, planning a creative birth announcement. When she's born, we're going to put her in her first outfit, which is a sleep suit. She'll have this wooden plaque that says her name on it, and we will send that picture to everybody to let them know that she is born. However, I wanted to do something where people could frame it. There's a website called Papier, P-A-P-I-E-R, and they do birth announcement cards, and it would be a picture, and then it would say, James and Chelsea are delighted to announce the arrival of their daughter Freya, middle name Saunders, born on the date, the time, weight, length, and then my mum would love to have that framed and put it on a wall. And I just think it'd be very nice, especially as she is not only my family's first grandchild, but also James's parents' first grandchild. I wanted to do something a bit more special as well that they can have as a keepsake if they want to. The 8th thing on my to-do list was to book the newborn photo shoot. I have already spoken to our photographer who did the maternity photo shoot for us, and she does newborn photo shoots as well. She said she tends to do them between day 5 and day 20, so kind of in the first couple weeks. So she said to just let her know on Wednesday when our daughter is born, and we will get something in the diary, in the calendar. That's already been organised with the photographer. The 9th thing on my to-do list was to get a card and cookies made for the midwives and just everybody that has helped me throughout the pregnancy. There is a company business called Baked by Steph, and I have used them before. Absolutely love them. The thing is, because my waters broke early, it's not just a midwife that I've been seeing. I've been going to the hospital every week. I've been going to a maternity assessment unit, a day assessment unit. I will then, on the day of the C-section, have the obstetrician, everybody that's going to be in the theatre with me at the time of the surgery. I am going to have midwives. It's a lot of people, which means a lot of money. I'm definitely obviously going to get a card, but I don't want to get them nothing. So I need to figure that out. The 10th and final thing on my to-do list was to plan YouTube videos for the next few months, like June until August. So I made a plan of videos that I would like to do, and I put them on my phone because I film on my phone. I had to write them on paper so that I could tell you. So this is what I'm thinking. I am thinking about doing a birth vlog, but because we're having a C-section, we can't film in the theatre like when they're doing the surgery. So I think the birth vlog will be more like clips of us on the way to the hospital, us when we get to the hospital, when we're checked in and they're doing monitoring, when I'm gowned up. It's going to be like little clips, but I will timestamp them. Then I want to do a first 24 hours with a newborn. Then I want to do like a leaving the hospital, taking baby home, meeting our dog Poppy. I want to do like a family and friends meet our baby girl. I won't be able to film James's side, but I can film my family. I want to do a birth story, so I can go into a bit more detail about what happened on the day, what I actually used in my hospital bag. I want to do a postpartum body and postpartum must-haves and essentials. I want to do an honest after birth Q&A, but with me and James. I want to do newborn must-haves and essentials, what's in my diaper bag, although in the UK we don't call them diapers, we call them nappies, but basically the backpack for when we're out and about with her. What do I put in there? I also would like to do a dad Q&A. I think that would be really interesting if we could do a Q&A about the birth and about being a first-time dad, but for James to answer. And then the last couple of ideas I've got are James's first birthday as a dad and my first birthday as a mum. Let me know in the comment section below if there are any other videos that you would want to see for those first few months after she's born. You can put them in the comment section below. You can DM me on Instagram if you want to just say it privately, like give me ideas if you've got any. That is the end of the Nest With Me series and the end of the video. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye!